Nope, this is not another how to make spring rolls recipe. Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious salmon using rice paper. We're going to wrap up the salmon using this rice paper so that the salmon comes out moist, steamy, and just melts in your mouth deliciousness. And I'm going to show you how to make two sauces. Spicy one using gochujang, non-spicy one using doenjang, and you drizzle it on top of your salmon. Ooh, so good. And for those of you that want to save calories and learn how to steam your salmon, we're gonna wrap it in this rice paper so it creates a pocket where the salmon steams in there and it comes out moist and so flavorful. You need to watch this. Hi everyone, this is Helen and welcome to Modern Pepper. 안녕하세요, Modern Pepper의 헬렌입니다. The full ingredient list will be available in the description box below, as well as the Korean product links that you could order online. Okay, here's an important tip when you are working with fish. Smell it. If it smells fishy, don't use it. It should smell like the ocean, like the salty ocean. For our recipe today, we will be using about 250 gram-ish of salmon for each rice paper. Now, if you're using salmon with the skin on, it is very important to remove the outer scales of the skin before you cook with it. And of course, you could also use salmon without the skin on. Now, after you lightly rinse your fish under running cold water, you always want to use a towel to just pat it to dry. And then make sure to do the same thing on the other side as well. Then you want to add some salt, then some granulated garlic powder, then some black pepper. Then you always want to season the other side as well. Now, when you bring your fish home from the fishmonger, you want to make sure you use it like within 24 hours. And the same goes for right after you thaw out your frozen fish. We want to make sure we bring our fish to room temperature. So we're going to let this hang out for about 5 minutes. And now we're going to make our delicious, finger-licking good sauces right now. We're going to start with our spicy gochujang sauce. Here I have a 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic, and we need 1/2 tablespoon of gochujang. And gochujang is your fermented red pepper paste. 1/4 teaspoon of brown sugar. 1/4 teaspoon of 소고기 Dashida. This is beef bouillon powder. Alternatively, you could also use yeondu, which is plant-based flavor enhancer. And 1/4 teaspoon of 고춧가루. This is finely ground 고춧가루, 고운 고춧가루. Then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of hot water so that we could melt our ingredients together. We're also cooking the garlic, minced garlic in here. So the raw taste of the garlic disappears and we are left with this beautiful red goodness sauce. So mix until it's dissolved so that it looks like this. To make our non-spicy doenjang sauce, I have the same items except for the gochujang and gochugaru. And to this, we're gonna add 1/2 tablespoon of doenjang. And doenjang is your fermented soybean paste. Then 1/2 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Then same thing, 1 tablespoon of hot water, a little bit of black pepper in this one. Then you mix it all up until it looks like this. Ah, they both smell so good. All right, quick taste test. Let's taste the spicy one. Ah, oh my God, it's so good. It's spicy, garlicky, oh, so good. Okay, and then our doenjang non-spicy one. Ooh, ah, garlicky, salty, wonderful, delicious taste of doenjang growing in my mouth. Sorry, I just gulped in my mouth. And you could make these sauces ahead of time, stored in the fridge in an airtight container and eat it within 7 days. Now, if you want to make these sauces extra delicious, I would add 1/2 tablespoon of butter, heat it up on high heat for a good 20 seconds so it gets a little thicker. Ooh, that's really good too. This as is so good, so good. rice paper. Now you could use any size. If you go to a large Chinese supermarket, you're gonna find so many different sizes to choose from, and they also even have a rectangular size and brown rice paper. Now you could also use a smaller size like this. Just cut up your salmon into small pieces so you could wrap it in this small size. But today we're gonna use this large size. And to our salmon wrap, we are going to add some sliced red onions and minced green onions, scallions. Here's the first important tip when working with rice paper. You always want to use warm water that's a little over 110 degrees. Then you want to take your rice paper and you just want to go in for a dip. You don't want to let it soak. You don't want to let it sit there for too long. You just want to basically take a dip in this water and you put it on your parchment paper. So at this point, your rice paper should feel still firm and stiff. And I'm using a parchment paper because on the wooden cutting board, the water gets absorbed in there so fast, it becomes a little challenging. Take your salmon, lay it down like here. Then we're just gonna add just a tiny bit, less than like half a teaspoon of our sauce that we made. And if you put too much in here, it burns when you pan fry it. So we're just gonna put a little bit. Then we're gonna take some of our green onions and just lay it on top. Then we're gonna take some of our red onions. And you know, I like to put a generous amount on it because it creates a nice steaming onion juice when we wrap it all up like that. Then quickly we're gonna roll up our rice paper. So you wanna pick up your back end and then kind of pull it and put it over. We wanna make it as tight as possible. Pick up this side and then pull it up. And already within like a few seconds, our rice paper has gotten really soft. Pick up this side and then we're just gonna roll it tightly. So right here, hold everything together and move it forward like that. And then roll, and there we have it, look. And then the other side, you can still see the skin, okay? And then we're gonna put this on the frying pan right away. Our second salmon, and we're gonna add just a little bit of our doenjang non-spicy sauce. Again, if you put too much, it's gonna burn when we cook, so just a little bit. Then a generous amount of our minced green scallions. Then our red onions. And if you're using salmon with no skin on, I would layer both sides with onions and scallions like so. And here's another important tip. When you're working with rice paper, get some oil and put it on the bottom. Then you place it on your plate so it doesn't stick. Set your heat to high, place your frying pan and make sure to preheat it for about a minute or two. Now, once your frying pan is preheated, I want you to lower your heat to medium. Then we're gonna add a generous amount of oil, like so. If your frying pan doesn't make this sizzling sound when the salmon hits the frying pan, that means you did not preheat your frying pan long enough, so make sure to preheat it. So because this is wrapped in rice paper, we're gonna pan roast this on medium heat, and we're gonna let this go for about 2-3 minutes and come back to it. All right, so it's been 3 minutes on medium heat, and let's just take a look. Oh yeah, we just want the bottom to have this nice crispy texture without burning it, okay? So now this is ready to be flipped. So gently flip over to the other side. And then we're gonna flip this over. Ooh, it's starting to smell really good. Then just redistribute the oil around the pan, like so. And again, at medium heat, we're just gonna let this cook for about 3 minutes. Now, when you see air pockets like that, when you're working with rice paper, all you wanna do is just poke it with a knife. And there you go, it disappears. So it's been 3 minutes on medium heat. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, see, we just want the rice paper to have a nice crisp texture without burning it. So this is ready to be flipped. And flip this one over. Now, if you like your salmon on the rare side, this is done. You want to take it off the pan right now. But if you want to cook your salmon a little bit longer, what I want you to do is turn the heat off completely Then I want you to loosely cover it with a foil like that. Just loosely cover it. And I want you to let this rest on no heat for 5 minutes if you want to cook your salmon all the way through. All right, so it's been 5 minutes with no heat on. Let's take a look. Ta-da! All right, so we're gonna quickly transfer this to our serving plate. Now it's time to add our delicious Gochujang sauce. Ooh, like that. Then to this, we're just gonna garnish with a little bit of scallions, like that, just a little bit. Then a little bit of sesame seeds. So I always say when it comes to sesame seeds, less is more, folks, less is more. And you could drizzle just a little bit of sesame oil. This is optional, but it always adds a nice flavor. Just a little bit like that. And there we have it, folks. And our non-spicy doenjang sauce. Then we're gonna add some scallions, like so. Then we're gonna add some chili threads. Just a few pieces here and there. Chili threads are not that spicy, but it just adds a nice subtle texture. Then a little bit of sesame seeds and optional drizzle of sesame oil, just a little bit. And there we have it. Time to eat. Oh, it smells so good. Time to cut open our salmon baby. Here we go. Ooh, look at the inside. Look at it. And make myself a bite with some of the red onions and our sauce, our delicious sauce. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, bon appetit, everyone. The salmon is so cushiony in my mouth. And then the gochujang sauce, ooh, 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 so good. I mean, and then you have to have it with warm Korean rice. It's a must. With warm Korean rice, everything tastes even better. The salmon tastes better, and the spicy gochujang sauce, which I feel the heat kicking in right now, but in a really good way. Oh, OMG, that's really good. This too, make sure I get some of the sauce and red onions. Ooh, okay, bon appetit again. It is so cushiony tender. It's like melting in my mouth. The salmon is just so flavorful, but like so soft. And I don't know if you could hear it through the mic, but the onions are still crunchy and it's releasing that sweetness from the red onions, which is so lovely. And then the doenjang sauce, ooh, I'm just saying, if you've never had doenjang sauce like this, you're missing out, so make this at home. And then of course, with Korean rice, another big bite. I'm just saying, warm Korean rice with the salmon and the sauce is such a great combination. Oh, and of course you have to have it with kimchi too. So let me make a bite for you with kimchi. Enjoy. Oh, this is so good. You know what would be really good with this? Like a nice crisp root. Shams would be really good with this. Or cold soju too, that would be good too. Now, you know what the best part of having salmon, at least for me, is the crispy skin, salmon skin. Bon appetit. Oh my God, it's so good. The salmon skin is like chewy and it's so flavorful, and it has this like creamy, fatty taste that's just so lovely. Oh, lovely. Okay, for my friends that want to save calories, before you add the sauce, just peel back the rice paper, then it becomes steamed salmon. And next week's recipe is another rice paper recipe, and I'm gonna show you how to make this delicious and super simple dumplings. So make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and also check out youtube.com/modernpepper for more Korean recipes. I will see you there. I want to thank you for watching today, and if you enjoyed watching today's video, I want to kindly ask you to click on that thumbs up icon and subscribe if you haven't done so, and perhaps share this recipe with your friends and family. 여러분 오늘 재밌게 보셨으면 꼭 좋아요 버튼과 구독 버튼도 눌러주세요. 다음 영상에서 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다. Alright folks, I will see you in one of the videos you see right here.